All right, everybody, here we are at the mall, but we're not going to be doing much shopping. Today, we are actually going to check out something really cool. Imagine you were a kid and you wanted to learn to make music or use a recording studio, make a podcast. That's something they've got going on here in this mall. Let's go check it out.
Hey, I'm Javier, Regional Director of Music Programs, and this is the Saugus Music Clubhouse. First thing we have here is the VR piano lesson station, so participants here could just learn how to play the piano, but all through the Oculus Meta Quest. And it's self-guided, it's sort of like reverse Guitar Hero, the notes come into your fingers rather than out of them. And it's really fun, really easy, and really accessible. Over here, in our main area, we have all these production stations using Logic Remote on the iPads with native instrument keyboards, the Audio-Technica headphones, and IK multimedia speakers, in which they could just make beats, edit vocals, and just mix any track, and just anything they could imagine. We could produce video, audio, any sort of content they could possibly care about. Our biggest space, which is the Whisper Room, so it's a recording booth. And first you can take a look in there. We have a nice condenser microphone. We have this control setup, so it's essentially the same as the outside stations with just a little bit more equipment, so more channel controls. It's all routed into the booth and you could just record professional quality tracks in here. Podcast station. Here we have stands for 2 cameras so they could get multi-angle shots, which we later edit in Final Cut, and just 4 SM7Bs, which are industry standard for podcasts, and a Rodecaster Pro with motorized faders, sound effects, and everything. And this is just for participants to come in, script the podcast, and record whatever you want, and then we'll just show them how to edit it and publish it after. Yeah, this is Saugus Music Clubhouse. The vision for the Music Clubhouse is for participants to be able to come in and just do and realize anything they set their mind to in terms of content creation. You should be able to walk in on the first day and say, I want to make a full album and I want it out on any streaming service, and we'll be able to facilitate that. Or if you want to walk in and you say you want to record a podcast with all your friends and put it up on YouTube and live stream it, then we could also facilitate that. The point is for them to be able to walk in and anything they could imagine that could be produced could be done through us.
This type of thinking, this type of setting a goal, it could be making a song, it could be making a beat, and seeing it through, finishing it, taking it through extra steps, that can absolutely apply to everything in their lives probably, to just know to follow through with something and stay dedicated to an idea. Don't just start something and not see it through necessarily.
The ultimate goal is their development, and through all this process they get to pick up different aspects of it. For instance, when they set goals for themselves, to finish their podcast and they have to schedule, that helps them develop all that goal setting, progress tracking, responsibility, communication. And then when they are collaborating on the track and they have to actually piece their ideas together, and especially when it's such an emotional subject, they really need to learn how to communicate in a healthy way and have some insight into their own emotions and navigating any collaborations. Especially in the lyric writing, it gets really insightful what is influencing them currently. So they get to be very mindful of what content they're consuming, because it is directly reflected on the lyrics they write. In that sense, that is really helpful to help them navigate the world, because they constantly consume content and they don't really analyze what they're consuming, and they don't really think about all the words and phrases that they're being put through. But once you're putting it into lyrics, then you really think about it.